Chafing Armor Podcast, Episode 7. Small hands make quick work. Welcome back to the Chafing Armor Podcast. I'm your host, Michael, and with me tonight is Izzy. Izzy, tell everyone who you will be playing.
Hello, everyone. I am Izzy, and tonight I am playing the role of Gideon, who recently was told to repent.
Repent of your yummy, yummy sins. And Gideon has been on quite a little adventure. Coming out with this group has been pulled aside by their mentor slash father, Lasramok, who has got attacked by some ne'er-do-wells in Dusk Hollow. With the help of Gideon, overcame them, found out that a replacement for Gideon's very special amulet was in a town called Silver Way. After an unsettling encounter with an elf on the way over, Gideon made their way. Is that
Silver or Sterling Way?
Oh, I'm sorry, you're correct. Sterling Way. You are correct. Get a inspiration point that you may now use.
I don't know if you're joking.
I am not joking. I never joke about inspiration. You can use that to re-roll anything.
This is why you should always write things down on paper when you're.
That's right. I'm rewarding you for taking notes.
For being fucking pedantic. Freaking pedantic.
Exactly. You know now the general direction of the family that you are trying to find that supposedly has a child who has a necklace like this, like yours. Mm-hmm. However, on making your way, you have been tapped on the shoulder only to find an imp trying to sell you magical items. What is a magical item that you think that you would want?
I think Gideon would be happy to find anything that would somehow augment their ability to use like his regular like sword and bow, like something that. Like a magic glove or something.
So you see a glitter of bangles and rings and all kind of things, but you actually see a single glove, a single fingerless glove, and he says, I see that you are very discerning. You realize, by the way, that something magical is going on with this cloak because it has the shape of a man, but now that you're looking directly at him, it's an imp. Mm-hmm. He's a little guy. He's way too small for this cloak, and yet it is maintaining human shape.
Is this...
No one... Yeah.
Has this little guy just came up to me and be like, hey, kid, you want to buy some candy, and opened up his cloak?
Yep. That
awesome.
is exactly what he has done. That is one, and this is in the middle of the square, not square, but thoroughfare. There's people
street.
Passing by, but for whatever reason, no one seems to notice him. You don't know if this is some kind of magic or if he just doesn't care. If this is just normal here. And he goes, so that, my friend, is a glove of accuracy. So you slip that on your hand, and you will have a better aim with any ranged weapon. How's that sound?
Oh, wow. That's incredible. How much is it?
That's the easy part. I myself do a little bit of scribing, not to brag. By the way, you can call me Tercio. What's your name, my friend?
Gideon is genuinely worried because he's like, man, I wonder if this thing is gonna murder him if he knows his name, or like if it's fairy. He's like, well, it's kind of pointy and little at a person like a fairy, but it's not a fairy. I'm Gideon.
Gideon. What a curious name, my very astute friend. So I am willing to part with this glove for the low price of your immortal soul. and he holds out a very small version of a scroll, like not unlike the one that you pulled off of Twitch a few days ago. And it has incredibly precise, tiny writing, barely legible, but not because it's bad, but because it's so small. And it's just a dense block of text. But right near the end, you see much larger agrees to forfeit their immortal soul, and a very plenty of space at the bottom for you to sign. And he holds out a pen to you.
I'm pretty sure that might impede with some plans I have in the future. Sorry.
I see you drive a hard bargain, my friend. You drive a hard bargain. I tell you what. I'll do you one better. Tradesies. How about for that necklace? And you actually feel the necklace. And you don't know what he sees, but he sees something. His eyes widen a little bit, and he smiles devilishly.
Sorry, I need both of those things. I won't need the necklace in the future, but I can't part with it right now, and I would rather miss out on that cool glove you have there. Very cool glove, by the way, sir, if I do say so myself, but I would rather miss out than lose something very important to me before it's okay to get rid of it.
I tell you what, I'm gonna do you a favor. Not my normal thing. And he just drops to the ground. And as he drops to the ground, the cloak just actually makes like a deflating sound. Now, not quite to the level of like a balloon, but there's definitely like a whoosh of air. And as he drops to the ground, the cloak vanishes.
Oh,
and
wow.
He vanishes. And you feel a little boop on your shoulder, and you hear a voice over your shoulder, and he goes, "Don't worry, my friend. I'm invisible. It's okay. I'm going to help you, because if I help you, you're not going to need that necklace anymore, will you?"
No, if I'm lucky, I might get a better one.
Well, exactly. So, this is perfect. I'm going to help you. You're going to get a better one. I'm going to get your old one. And, tradesies, you're going to get the glove. How's that sound?
Gideon smiles. Wow.
Oh.
I meet so many interesting people as an adventurer.
You know, you are an adventurer. And you know what? I think you might be my favorite. So,
That's Izzy laughing. That's not Gideon. Oh, man.
I got
no,
you.
He is beaming. He's like, oh. He's he is bashful.
He asks you, so where to, Gideon? Giddy up?
I need to write this down so I always remember that the imp knows his name is Gideon. Let's see, where is it in my notes? Well, I feel a little bad. I'm gonna have to do some stealing from someone who might need it too, but they probably don't need it as much as I do. This guy told me his name, right? And I just didn't write it down.
Oh, yes. So he said that his name was Tercio.
Tercio, right.
Mm-hmm.
Tercio, can you keep a secret?
Oh, you have no idea. Yes.
Okay, because I'm gonna be pretty sad if you tell somebody. I need to get a necklace from the Valerius family, and I probably can't do it by paying.
Gotcha. You do a little stealth?
That's my strong suit.
I believe in you. And as someone who, shall we say, is pretty good at stealth, and you can hear his wings flutter with satisfaction. Mm-hmm. I think you're going to do great. So let's get on over. What's the name of this family again? It's
the Valerius family.
Yes, Valerius. I know exactly where you need to go. And he does the area that he's pointing you towards is where you thought you needed to go. Mm-hmm. He says, so Gideon, once you get this necklace, what's next for you?
Well, that's a little more private, if I'm going to be honest, sir. But I have people who are expecting me.
Well, you know what? It's good to. I too. I have family that is expecting me, and I never want to disappoint them. So I understand. So you make your way through the crowd. It starts to kind of fade out a little bit. There's a few more guards out here. They're a little more fancily dressed, and you get the feeling that they're there more to make sure that the rabble is not too intrusive here. Though you also get the feeling there's nothing like there's no law preventing you from being here. But if you are, it's probably more like if you seem to be loitering. They don't have a trouble if you're walking from one place to the other, but if you're just standing around, they're probably gonna want to know what you're doing.
Yeah, which is a problem for a guy casing the joint.
But as you come around the corner, you see what could only be described as a multi-level villa. It is a large structure. It is multi-story. It has a courtyard. What you can see, because there is sort of like a hill kind of thing, you can see a little bit into it. But there is of course a wall around it separating it, a stone wall, and a gate. And there is a guard at the front, though he is definitely more ornamental, but he is a guard.
Yeah.
At the front entrance, and that is what you see.
The front entrance, at least.
I think that Gideon's first thing would be to attempt to hide and then watch to see what is normal with here, like case the joint by just like looking at it really hard. But of course he's only going to do that if he's capable of hiding from the general city guards and this one guard guy. So that would be a stealth check, if I do say so myself.
You do.
Which is a 21.
So, what are you doing? There are just places to hide here, but how would you imagine that Gideon is hiding himself?
I need to come up with more places than just the bushes, because of course my mental image was the bushes, but
if you want to go bushes, that's fine. So you see people coming in and out all throughout the day. You don't see anybody that you think is, maybe the father or the mother or the child or anyone like that. It's mostly like servant types. There's some deliveries. There's some, like food deliveries made there. You do see at least one fancy person, but you get the impression the way he gives his calling card that he's a dignitary from somewhere else. Is gone to be let in. You do also see that the guard has some kind of stone that is allowing him to communicate with someone inside, and so that he doesn't actually need to leave his post. He does have like a little shaded area where he stands. He has a halberd along with a short sword.
So we had food delivery guys and a dignitary guy. Was there anything else you said in terms of the types of people coming in?
Just that he didn't seem to. He checked in with everyone, but most of these people seem like people he knew, like he recognized, the equivalent of the delivery from the bakery, kind of thing. So he just gave them a very cursory glance. The one thing that you did notice was that often when they were delivering, there were things that theoretically perhaps you could hide in. And that also you did notice, like, you could totally, scale this wall. You could try to just make your way in under the course of darkness. It would just have its own risks. And obviously you would have much greater chance in the dark.
I think that is probably going to be Gideon's go-to. I do have both a disguise kit and certain climbing tools, but I think that he's probably going to be into climbing this wall under the cover of dark. I have things such as a crowbar, a hammer, 10 pitons, which is like that thing you stick into a wall to give yourself a handhold, and of course, 50 feet of rope.
Hell yeah. Gotta have it.
Gotta have your length of rope if you're a D&D character.
So as the day is making its way into dark, you are a little thirsty, a little hungry. You're not too hungry yet, but you're getting there. Mm-hmm. Do you
want
to
make sure to change my thing to say
take
2
some
days
of your
rations?
Do you want to? Yes, absolutely. You have 2 days rations. Do you want to purchase anything? Do you want to get anything or do anything else before full night falls?
Ooh, yeah. He might want to use that gold to buy things that he might need while he's going on this heist. Let's see. He's got some heist gear already, but I don't really know what other heist gear he might need. If only I actually had the player's handbook with me right now. Like as I do if I want to open up a page through a PDF. I'm getting kind of... Man, I really can't think of any, like, heist gear that Gideon doesn't already have. It does say... I mean... except for grappling hook, which is listed on the adventuring gear table in the player's handbook for 2 gold pieces, which is honestly a steal.
No, you definitely can either have or can get a grappling hook easy enough.
Yeah, I think he wants to buy a grappling hook and 3 days, let's say 4 days of rations. So sometimes some cities will be more or less expensive than the other, I imagine, because like the player's handbook version says that a grappling hook is 2 gold and a day of rations is 5 silver pieces. So I don't know if perhaps if I should use that estimate or not. All right, so that brings me down to 3 gold pieces. Is his total personal wealth. Very cool, awesome, fun character management right in the middle of the game.
So the only thing I want to say is the guy you purchased the grappling hook from says, "Gonna do a little climbing there, son?"
I have always wanted to climb a mountain and be able to look down at the beauty of nature from a higher vantage point than I've ever been able to get to. And I roll a deception check.
Let's see it.
19, thankfully, total.
He says, "Well, make sure and try the peaks far to the far past Ruby Morn. There's some beautiful peaks, and if you're very brave, you can try to make it to the Frost Spire, but I don't recommend that, if you know what I mean."
I don't, sir. Okay.
He just kind of looks at you quizzically and you head on. As you make your way to the side, you've noticed throughout the day that Tercio has been appearing and disappearing at your shoulder, but he's back again, though invisible. Mm-hmm. And he says, "So you doing this then?"
It's time. What sort of checks do I need to scale this wall successfully and unseen?
Well, it's 2 separate checks. So
that's
the
what
first
I figured.
is your silence, and the other is your climbing.
The stealth check is a 14.
Okay.
And would that be athletics, you think?
Yeah, so you can use either athletics or acrobatics.
That is an 18.
18. So you definitely climb without any issue. You aren't quite as quiet as you would have liked. Now, you haven't sounded the alarm yet, but you know from your limited thieveries in Dusk Hollow, you may have made a little bit more noise than you were hoping.
Yep.
So you figure you're probably going to need to do something to get out of sight. Or things are not going to go great. So let me know as you've made your way to the side of the courtyard of the yard, and there's still a good 40 feet before you get to a building proper. There's a small shed nearby. There's some equipment. There's and of course there's a little fountain area with some sculptures, things like that. And you think you maybe hear somebody coming to kind of check things out. They're not running oh, but they're just kind of you can hear someone coming this way.
Oh man, Gideon has a really bad idea. And I don't have any other ideas that are more interesting than the really bad idea.
I love really bad ideas.
Tercio, do you think it's a good time to make a distraction?
I'm very distracting.
Well, I think I could make a distraction that doesn't even... Well, I don't know. This would be kind of dangerous. Gideon kind of wants... I kind of want to set a tree on fire so that they are distracted.
A tree on fire? Ha! I'm an imp. Fire is one of my specialties.
Gideon looks down at the candles and lantern and tinderbox that he has just in his adventuring kit. Well, This is probably too high profile, though. Let's save that for later. That might be how we get out.
Okay.
I think for now I want to hide in the shed.
Okay. Tercio becomes visible. You can see that he does have a classic reddish skin. His arms are long, but they're even longer than you would expect a imps to be. They're very almost loping, but he's very, very dexterous. His fingers are extremely nimble. He has a teeny tiny pouch that is strapped to his back, and he has a tiny little waist belt that makes no noise whatsoever. And as he flies into the shed with you, he gives you a little wink, and he turns into a spider.
Ah.
And he crawls up onto your pants.
My what?
Pants.
Thankfully not afraid of spiders. So stealth check for getting in the...
Yes, a stealth check, and you get a +2 because of your environment, and because you... didn't set fire to anything.
That's an 18.
Okay. Let me... Yeah, they did not roll very well. So you hear someone come by. You actually see that they have pulled a... You suspect that they've pulled a torch from a sconce somewhere and have kind of moved it around. And they look around a little bit and they go, probably... freaking cat, and they wander off, and you have successfully defeated my person walking towards you puzzle.
Awesome.
What would you like to do for the shed?
The video game eyeball has closed.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. You are. Is there anything in the shed that you're looking for?
Gideon has had this hunch that there must be something weird going on, because why would a little kid have a necklace that's more powerful than his. So he's starting to want to look for evidence that something weird is going on that will clue into his heist and how he needs to go about, like, say, because he's the mental map in his brain right now, by extension mine, is that he's gonna break into this kid's room and find a necklace, but like he's getting this creeping sense that might not be so simple. So he's gonna look for anything that doesn't look like what he would expect. I mean, I guess he's kind of naive, so I don't know what he's expecting to find. I don't know. This stands out to him as like weird magic shit.
Gotcha. And your suspicions are not unerranted as you, with that dirty 20, as you look about, just kind of getting this general sense of unease. You notice that something is slightly askew in the corner. There's a series of tools, and there's a kind of rack, but the rack is sort of tilted slightly to the side, and you can tell that it's been like put back into place, but perhaps not perfectly.
He wants to go touch that object.
You die instantly. No.
Yay.
As you push it, you realize that there's actually like a second back area to the shed. That it seems like maybe it's meant to hold like moss and sod for gardening. And you can see the curled hand of a corpse sticking out from the sod.
Let's say investigation check to see if he can discern. I mean, he's thinking about digging up this corpse, but that could go south real quick.
Yeah, give me a quick one more investigation or perception.
That'll be an 8.
8. So
well, I guess a 10 if I use perception.
There you go. So you can't tell a lot. You can tell that they're dead. However, it does not require a high perception to notice that the upper part of this person's skull is missing, and their contents therein are also missing.
Oh.
So you do not notice any details. You don't know who this is. You do not recognize the fact, because they've been stripped of most of their belongings, that this is in fact one of the delivery people from earlier today.
I do not recognize it.
You do not recognize that.
The viewers at home.
The viewers at home, yes. But you do not. But there's no mistaking the fact that the brain pan's missing.
Yeah, which Gideon would be familiar with.
One might think.
Could this be someone else like me? Oh god, I get so much. I don't know what to call the emotion I have acting out Gideon talking like a protagonist in like a video game.
I love it.
He's I need to meet this Seraphina. I think Gideon is thinking climb in window thoughts.
I would love to see a acrobatics check.
Not that he really knows what window to climb in, so he might want to take a perception check to see if anyone looks like it's not currently occupied.
It's not a great feeling when a spider crawls up the side of your face. It's not. It's not great. Not fantastic. But you hear a small voice whisper. It goes, "It's the one on the left."
Oh. Would it be a secret to ask you how you know that?
I got bored when flew and checked it out earlier. You just never asked.
Good enough for me. All right. You said acrobatics.
Either one.
19.
19. You have no trouble stealthing your way up this wall. There actually are quite a few handholds. It is made of stone, so there are the breaks in between, and you've got some experience with doing this. And now that whoever was out in the yard has moved on, you don't think you are being detected. And in fact, the window is partially open. As I said earlier, it is still relatively warm, even though it is early fall. The window is partially open.
I see. What does Gideon immediately see inside?
Give me a perception check.
That is 8. Really good.
So you're kind of at a funny angle, and also you would need to really open the window a little bit more to really see in fully. The pane is frosted for privacy, so you're looking in through like a few inches. But what you can see is what is a stereotypical wealthy child's room. There are various toys scattered about the floor, and you do see a child. And the child is in the center of the floor, and she is humming to herself, a tuneless sound.
And she's awake. That was not what Gideon was hoping for.
She is awake.
I think he wants to watch for at least a couple minutes.
Okay. So where you are, you can absolutely hold this for a few minutes, no problem. Longer than that, it's going to start to be a problem because you're holding yourself up.
Sort of repelling.
But for a few minutes, absolutely no problem. She is humming to herself, and it sounds like she's talking to her doll. You think she's saying something like Weeble Wobble, or something like that. She's talking to her
Weebles and
doll.
it wobbles and it don't fall down.
It do not fall down. It do not. And as you do take that time to stay here, you do in fact see that she has a necklace on. The necklace has a very crude anthropomorphic human on it. And one arm is raised up, and the other arm is over the chest. But it appears to be very crude, like not with no detail. Like the beginning
it's like a
of
little
clay.
sculpture or like a picture.
A sculpture is absolutely a sculpture, and there's a
I
leather
see.
thong going through it. There is a hole drilled in the head where the thong goes through.
I see.
Your necklace, by the way, is just a very dull gem. Very lightly cut, like not exquisitely cut. Like it is clearly of some value, but not of great value. The value is in the magic.
Yes. Okay.
As you continue to wait, and you're starting to feel the beginning burning of holding your arms up for this long. You see that she turns and she climbs into bed.
I want to sneak into the room.
Okay. Do you want to wait longer, or do you want to sneak into the room while she's getting into bed? Because if you wait longer, you are going to need to either make a strength check, or you're going to have to leave, like go up to the roof or something and come back, or you can just try to stealth your way in now.
I want to do a strength check to try and wait just like a couple more minutes.
Gotcha. It's just a straight strength check.
That's a 10.
All right. You do have an inspiration. If you'd like to re-roll that. Because a 10 is a failure.
Yeah, I'm going to use that inspiration.
All right.
To get a 7.
Oh, man. Okay, so what I'm going to say is that with a 10, you don't fall, but you do slip and you do make noise. There's a and skittering of the light scree that's just kind of collected at the top of the stonework, and you hear a from inside.
I see.
But what you don't hear is her call out for guards or mama and papa or anything like that. You just hear a intake of breath and then stillness.
I think he has no choice but to go inside. there seems no other option to him.
What are you just going to lift it up and crawl in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing. Would that be like a stealth check?
If you're trying to be stealthy, it is, yeah.
Cool. Because I preemptively was thinking, well, I'm gonna have to roll a stealth check, so I rolled. And, you know, it would be really easy to say that because I rolled, you know, before you actually told me to roll, that I just pretend that I didn't see the number that just came up on my dice rolling app. But the roll that I made for this is a big fat 1.
Gotcha. So as you climb in, you did not realize how tired you would actually become. You had never actually done this exact thing before. Mm-hmm. And what happens is as your legs cross in, one of them just kind of gives out on you. And there is just this clatter as you kind of slip fall down. Are you going to try? What are you going to do when this happens? Are you going to try to stand up? Are you going to try to hide somewhere? What are you going to do after the moment this happens?
Oh god, I think Gideon is gonna try to lie, but I have no idea what sort of lies this could possibly be.
It's up to you.
No, you know what? I think Gideon's gonna try to stay flat on the floor, and I think he wants to try and pull out his disguise kit.
Oh my god.
No, wait, hold on. Wait, bear with me here. What do I have to... Do I... I don't know if I have to, like, roll something to use my disguise kit here. like a sleight of hand, maybe, to do this quickly.
The odds that you would successfully disguise yourself in the heat of a moment, just so you know, the challenge would be high.
Yeah.
Like if you're trying to, like, you know, stick a mustache on your face really fast, you might be able to do that. But
he is. Well,
absolutely.
Yeah, he's gonna try to do a sleight of hand check because
Wait, don't you already have a mustache?
Well, yeah, he has a mustache, but he doesn't have a long white beard on.
That's true.
And that's my natural 20.
That's your natural 20.
To put on a Santa beard.
Ho, ho, ho. You know what? I love it. As you come down, your hand dips down, comes back up. You've already lightly pre-dipped this in a kind of spirit gum and just boom. And as you raise your head up and you see this child sitting up in her bed, she looks to be about 8. This Santa beard greets her as you raise yourself up. What do you do?
Ho, 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 little girl. Okay.
Are you Father Yule?
Yes, I am a helper of Father Yule. I know it's not quite Yuletide yet, but you have been a very good girl, and I needed to know so that I can get I need to...
I love it. Keep it. Go for it. It's too late now.
No, it's absolutely too late. He's probably kind of tripping over his words in fiction too, I think, just like I am. It was urgent that my elves know what... that my elves are able to craft you the perfect gift. What do you want for Yuletide, little girl?
Oh my goodness. So first of all, we need a deception check.
Yeah.
I wanna know what this deception check is.
That's a 19.
A 19. And she goes, "Oh my goodness. I just want you to know I have been ever so good this year.
I know.
And I have just just one request. May I ask?
What is it? What is it, Seraphina?
Oh, you know my name?
Of course I know your name.
You are a helper of Father Yule. And she leans forward and she says, I just want a little gold collar for my pet.
Oh, well, I need to know how big to make the collar. What is your pet?
Okay. What is your passive perception?
That is an 11, good sir.
11. The Dungeon Master's bad rolls continue. That was a 5. So you follow her eyes as they flick upwards.
Upwards,
and there
you say?
is a creature. A creature, we might say, who is ensconced up in the mild rafters. This room is actually a little higher than you originally realized. You haven't had a good chance to place it. It is a spider-like humanoid, and it says,
"You don't say."
And I need you to roll for initiative.
Awesome.
Now, the good news is, with your perception, it did not get a surprise attack on you, which it would have.
Yeah.
So
and I don't want to be full of spider venom.
No.
That's a 7.
That's a 7 for your initiative.
As a free action, he looks. Well, I don't know if he can see him, but he's like looking left and right, and he's like, "Oh man, is this gonna be hard for my spider friend to see me kill a spider?" Well, I guess he maybe doesn't say that out loud because I don't think he wants to tell this girl he's gonna kill it.
Gotcha. Seraphina scooches up on the bed, like a little further from you, and she has a little doll near her that she's holding on to. And give me a quick perception check.
That is natural 1.
Natural 1. Nah, no, don't worry about it.
Okay, cool. I won't.
Don't you even worry about it.
I'm not worrying about anything at all.
There is nothing to worry about. I mean, really, why would you? So this creature that is effortlessly clinging to the ceiling goes and spits a web at you.
Awesome.
That is a 4. So it actually does not hit. A sticky strand of web just to the wall right next to you. You get the sense you probably don't want to be stuck in that.
No.
As it does so, it releases itself from the ceiling and is dropping down and lands in a 3-point land and looks up at you and chitters. Yeah, it rolled very poorly. And that will bring it to your turn.
I want to look at Seraphina and say, I would love to get this thing a collar, but I can't do that if it tries to kill me. Can you call it off, little girl?
She tilts her head at you a little bit and goes, "No, stupid. God. I'm going to kill you."
Gideon frowns. Yeah, that's my turn, right? I didn't lose an action asking her.
Oh, no, it's not an action to... unless you're trying to do a very specific action, it's saying something is a free action.
Okay, then Gideon wants to go straight for Seraphina, and because he was feeling pretty guilty about the idea that he might in a worst case scenario. He's been thinking about this all day, like, oh god, worst case scenario, I have to kill. Seraphina sounded like the name that a dungeon master would give to a cute little kid. I didn't want to kill anybody who's like nice. I want to make. I mean, I think he's got a visual on that necklace. He wants to get his hands on that. I don't know if that would be grappling her or a sleight of hand check to try and snatch it off of her.
If you want to try to snatch it off of her, I would. It would be an opposed roll, so that would be more like a grapple.
Yeah, or even maybe like you said it's on a leather thong. He kind of might want to snatch it off with his short sword or dagger, something like that.
Well, it's definitely if you want to try to take your dagger and like cut it off, and to get it off of her, that would be just a higher difficulty as far as the roll that you need to get.
Whatever's a lower difficulty then.
Well, grappling it would be lower because you're just grabbing it and then just yoink, giving it a pull. There's not 100% guarantee that it's going to break, but it probably will.
Okay, yeah. He's going to do a yoink check. Is that like a I use my attack?
Yeah, it's grappling is always confusing. It's just a rule.
Yeah.
So we can just do a opposed strength check.
Okay. Do I add my proficiency too?
Do you have a proficiency to grapple?
No, I don't think so. Just checking. If it's like an attack roll or not, I guess was my thought. That's a 12.
12? Yeah. So you reach and you grab the necklace, and you feel her hand grab your hand, and the strength of her is much more than an 8-year-old girl. Now, it's not like you're being grabbed by a troll, but she is much stronger than she looks. And she pushes your hand away and says, "Back off, buddy! This is mine!" And that is your turn. Do you want to try to move anymore or do anything else? Do you have any bonus anything?
Oh man, wait, I think, do rogues have bonus actions at level 1? I do not remember.
I would like you, as you grab hold of it, you feel yours kind of whoom. What I would like you to do is I would like you to roll 4. Oh, that's easy. Four-sided dice.
2.
Without meaning to, you cast Dancing Lights as a cantrip.
Is that right?
Yes, that is right.
What the heck just happened? He says out loud like a protagonist of a video game.
Yep. That is definitely your reaction because you have never cast Dancing Lights before. That you are concentrating on them, that you can control them, and that you can move them around. Yeah.
Cool. I'm pretty sure Dancing Lights
60 feet.
Cool. Whoa, I've never had. He's like that must be mind blowing to cast magic for the first time. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
And he loses his whole turn thinking about how cool that is. No, he doesn't. Anyways, it's the end of his turn anyways, because I checked and he doesn't get bonus actions until the next level.
Yep.
That's the end of his turn.
So, you are familiar what it's like to have a little imp on your shoulder. However, this creature is not, this spider-like creature, as a imp lands on his shoulder and then tries to sting it with its sting. He has resumed, obviously, his imp form.
And I'm learning he has a stinger.
Yes, that is a 19, which does hit. And he does 1d4 plus... I have too many dice. There's no such thing. That's 2 plus 3. That's 5 points of piercing damage. And then he does... he needs to make a Constitution saving throw, which he succeeds. So this is... so that's 10, 13, save for 7. So a total of 7, 8, 9 points of damage as he poisons this creature, though it is able to somewhat shrug it off. And it turns to him and as a bonus action, Tercio gives him the double middle finger and vanishes again.
Thank you, friend. I was kind of worried that you were on their side secretly, and it led me to a trap. Awesome.
Buddy, I'm here for you, buddy.
Gideon feels genuinely more capable now.
Seraphina, it is her turn. She is scrambling away from you. She is actually going to crawl up on the top of the bedboard at the end of the bed, and she's going to try and pull the curtains, the long, swoopy little girl canopy bed. Yeah, she's going to try to pull that down on you. So first I'm going to have her roll. That is a total of 15. So I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Awesome.
And I would like you to see if it's higher than 15.
That is That's a 22.
22. So you do manage to skirt out of the way. She is also moving herself out of easy access to you, though you can close in on her. She's moving away from you. That will bring it to the spider creature. Since Tercio has been kind enough to vanish, he's going to concentrate on you. And
awesome.
He is going to come in with a lovely thing known as a multi-attack. Those are fun, aren't they? Does a 13 hit?
Ha ha ha. My armor class is a 14.
Does a 5 hit?
Yes, actually. It says if you gave a starving orphan a meal for every time that a person in a Dungeons and Dragons podcast made that exact joke, they would never go hungry again in their life.
So its third attack does hit. However, I misread. It only has 2 attacks. So it tries to bite you and it tries to claw you, but it is unable to do so. How are you avoiding this giant, not literally, of course, medium-sized monstrosity as it's coming towards you and flailing and trying to bite and claw you?
Well, I think there's just should be no more monkeys jumping on the bed. I think he's just using the bed spring to his advantage. Honestly, I'm having too much fun picturing that. So
I love it. So as he does fail, that will actually bring it to you.
Second time's the charm. He really needs that motherfucking mother fudging necklace. I'm gonna make that same strength check.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll a 1.
Did you really?
Yes. Gosh darn it.
I would love you to roll a 100-sided die, please.
Yes, please. That's a cool 57.
Yeah, then just a miss. As she skitters back further, not literally skitters, but like moves up further on the bedboard. She's going to kind of jump down onto the ground. And you think maybe she's thinking about maybe trying to make a retreat of some sort.
Yes.
But that will bring it to Mr. Spider, who is not a fan. He is trying to the spider intercepts the distance between you and Seraphina, and his webs do not recharge, so he's going to try to multi-attack you again. That is a 10.
Ha-ha.
That is a 12.
Ah-ha-ha-ha-ha.
Dog shit.
This time he's just sort of bobbing and weaving, I think.
Stick and weave. As you, by the way, y'all are making a considerable amount of noise at this point. Just letting you know. Obviously, this is happening within the course of 12 seconds. But just letting you know, this is very loud, and that will bring it to you.
Gideon's still got that grappling hook.
Yeah, it's true.
And he does not. He would. Meta speaking, I would waste my action, if I just did the disengage action to get by this gross spider guy, but clearly he is a threat, even if he hasn't hit me once. And Gideon no longer feels bad about the idea of physically harming Seraphina, and is going to attempt to, grappling hook this little girl. Izzy Corley do not feel great about that, but I do think that's what Gideon would do. Oh my god. I don't even know what I add to that, but on the die, that's a 2. Not going well. So I assume that would have been some sort of ranged attack, but I don't think any of the modifiers I have are. You still there? Yeah. Even if I added my dexterity and my proficiency bonus, that would only be a 7. So unless her armor class is 7, which I mean she is a little girl, but
she is a little girl. But yes, but she does have base dexterity, and she's also a little faster than you think that she might normally be.
Right.
But also, snagging someone with a grappling hook is a skilled thing, and you just needed to roll higher than that. So it's not that you do badly; it's just that she is faster than you were expecting, and she's hopping out of the way. However, someone here is able to turn invisible, and he says, "I got you, pal." And instead of using that cool sting to attack the spider, Tercio attacks that leather strap.
Nice.
That is a 16, which will hit, and with that it slices through, and you see the little figure start to slide out. As it does, Seraphina says, "No!" And as her hand reaches out, you see that it turns a darker form of that teal. As she assumes the form of a full-grown mind flayer. And looks down at you imperiously. The spider turns and looks at the mind flayer and kind of tilts its head a little bit and attacks it. And the mind flayer says, "Oh, no, down. Fails both times. It is just trying to chitter at the mind flayer, but it can't get the attacks through. And it is your turn. The little thing is on the floor. The mind flayer is dealing with this spider creature, and you do not see your invisible friend.
You're exactly like me. Never mind that. He had a moment of thinking man, should I be best friends with this guy? But gonna try to do a sleight of hand sort of situation to grab that little idol.
Go for it. It is no longer contested. This is just a straight dexterity roll. If you'd like to add anything that makes sense, I will allow it.
If sleight of hand could make sense in sort of...
I think that sleight of hand very much makes sense right now.
That is a 14.
That will succeed, because you're scooping up an item off the floor. It's not that hard. So with a 14, you do manage to scoop it up. Is there anything that you want to do after that? Do me one other favor. As you grab it, roll 1d4, please.
Ah, yes. 4.
All right. So you do feel energy course through your fingers as you grab it. You sense that if you wanted to, say, shock someone, you would be able to do so on this round by touching them.
Let's see. Am I sort of in, like, am I, like, nearby to the unit of Seraphina and her betraying pet?
The pet is kind of in your way. You could reach around the pet to touch, Seraphina, but the pet is closer. But you could get either one.
I don't think he wants to do either of those things. I think he just wants to get away.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
So, I mean, I guess that would... I'm gonna take the dash action. If scooping up a thing was not my action, then I want to dash to double my movement, and try to get the fuck out, or, I probably make his way out the window, which might be...
Okay. So my question is, you are on the second floor. Are you going to try to jump, or are you going to try to climb down as quickly as you can, or do something else?
Oh man, yeah, actually that's a good point, because if my buddy Sarah, if my not buddy here just pulls the rope, then I'd be screwed. Gideon has 10 hit points.
Well, falling from that height would either do 1d6 or 2d6, depending on a few factors.
Yeah, that would...
Gideon recognizes it is theoretically possible it could kill him, but
yes,
probably won't.
That it could.
But it could.
If you rolled max damage, even once, and then rolled pretty well the next one, it would kill him. So, he looks hoping that his imp buddy, he calls out like cover me. And tries to, I guess, hook his grappling hook at the top of the, windowsill and try to get down at least far enough to make it, falling one story rather than two.
Give me a athletics check.
That is...
Or acrobatics, definitely either one in this one.
12. I have...
I think with a 12, it really was a matter of... Are you going to be able to slow it down enough so that it's 1d6 instead of 2d6? And I think with a 12, you succeeded. It was basically like a 10 or more. So as you... I
fall about one story rather than two.
You feel... some of the damage is literally from the palms of your skin burning as you slide down this rope at breakneck speed. You do take 5 points of damage, so the skin on both of your palms is badly burned.
Ow.
And then you slam into the ground at near full velocity. However, you sense that it could have been so much worse. You could have taken 10 points of damage, or theoretically 12 points of damage, in which case you would have broken your neck.
And I have 10... I have 10 HP total. Now 5.
And you hear from up there, I told yous! Fire's my thing! And then you just hear this... And this is the thing, you don't think it's magical. Like, you don't think someone cast fireball up there. You think, like, some fire thing got started. And if you were, you're a little busy right now, but if you were to check, your tender and such is missing.
That tracks.
And you, though
seems like a good trade-off.
The level of fire is much more than setting setting the corner of the bed on fire. Like, you don't know if there was oil involved or what, but there is a whoosh of flame, and then you see a visible imp come cackling out.
Gideon can't help but smile at that.
And how do you want to get the heck out of Dodge? You no longer have your grappling hook and rope because it was attached when you slid down.
Cool. I've lost my 50 feet of rope. I do still have pitons, so I can probably climb a wall.
Go for it.
And a hammer. Hammer and pitons. If we're doing an athletics check, that is a 10.
Ooh.
So maybe I can climb a wall. I don't know.
So you are climbing the wall, but you find that that the pitons that run out. You realize that some of them have slid out in this hasty exit, and you don't have enough to get to the top. So you're kind of stuck in the middle of the wall. So you have a couple of choices. You can try to free climb the wall, just finding finger holds as best you can. Your fingers are screaming, your palms are bleeding. Or you could try to take the pitons out and go one after the other, but that would be very challenging strength-wise. Or you can try to do something else.
I now have a total of 3 daggers, and that might help me get up an extra way, because I started with 2 daggers. I think that's just like the rogue starting kit. I'm gonna try to use those as some extra pitons. I want to get there fast as possible. I also have a crowbar that might help me with finger holds a little. I don't really know. I've never climbed a wall. Would that be another athletics check? And potentially sacrificing my pet daggers that I may have to financially replace later?
You will lose your extra daggers. However, I will allow you to make this roll. This is a difficult roll, and you're also injured. However, I will allow you to make it with a normal straight roll because of those.
That is a 12.
12. So, what I'm going to say, be a nice dungeon master. Now, that is over a 10. And all you're doing is climbing a wall. There's nothing. This isn't like a great feat. But what I'm going to say is that the guard from earlier is going to take a shot at you. Because you weren't able to get over quite fast enough. That's the penalty for a 12 of succeeding. You hear a twang go out. That is a 3. So tell me, does he just miss, or do you do something as you get over the other side of the wall?
I think that it hits right where his body was, right before he made the final vault over the edge of the wall.
Oh, I love that. As you make that final pull yourself, your dagger's left behind as you swing over. There's just this as it hits into the wall right where your backside was, and your tuchus would have taken definite damage.
Not the tuchus!
Not the tuchus! But for brevity's sake, you are able to escape now. You hear just absolute howling, cackling as you make your way down and away. You do hear an alarm going up, but there is a lot of confusion going on for many reasons at that keep. When you do finally able to get to a relatively quiet, secluded place, is there anything that you'd like to do?
I think he would want to inspect the necklace. And he wants to make good on making sure that his buddy can find him eventually.
He doesn't have any trouble finding you.
That's true.
Yeah, he shows up and says, "Hey, I got something for you. No extra charge." And he holds up a long, sturdy piece of leather thong.
Thank you. I have to ask, for privacy's sake, could you give me a little space while I change?
A little shy, I understand. No problem. And he steps around the corner. Just let me know when you're decent.
Of course. You've done so much for me. He looks left, he looks right. He makes a perception check to see if there's anybody who would see him if he revealed his true form.
Give me a roll.
That is a 19.
As far as you know, the whole reason you went here was because it was secluded, but specifically, you really do think that you're alone.
Mm-hmm. And as quick as he possibly can, he wants to, with the new leather thong equipped, he wants to very quickly take off his, I think he wants to take off his normal necklace, and he feels really bad about it because he's kind of betraying a direct order, even though to never take it off, even though, obviously he also got direct orders to replace it. What does he see in his hands? He's not taking the time to take a mirror or puddle or anything, but what does his hands look like? He is looking at this.
You look very carefully. This is the first time ever that you have taken off this necklace. Like, you've run your hand over the necklace. You've thought about taking off the necklace, for various reasons, just to do it. But you never have until this moment. And the second you do, you see that light teal green skin, not that ashy lavender skin from earlier or whatever it was you were seeing. You see the skin that you saw that day that you came into consciousness 3 years ago.
And as quick as he can, he kind of sighs at that. He doesn't know how to feel about that. He puts on the new necklace.
Okay. There is a moment when something feels very powerful. Like, whoom. Like, a lot like that pulse you were feeling earlier, but it's even more powerful. And for a moment, you don't even need to look at yourself. You can tell that you have taken on the shape of Seraphina. And there's a moment of confusion because it's not much like yours. This is a very powerful enchantment. This isn't just a hat of disguise illusion. Like, you are, for shape purposes, a little girl. But then there's a whoom, and your form takes shape, and you feel it like setting in. But you wonder if there's something else about this necklace that you don't know. So he
now has the ability to do a magical girl transformation.
That's right. You now can fight evil by moonlight. But he doesn't wait. Tercio comes over and is like, "Hey, looking good, buddy. Good to see you again."
I wasn't sure, but I think I'm glad to see myself.
Well, you look great. Now, a deal's a deal.
Absolutely. You've helped me so much. Thank you. And he hands it over.
He takes it and he kind of lovingly looks at it and he goes, this is just perfect. So a deal's a deal, and he hands over a glove to you. You now have a glove of true aim. We'll find the equivalent for D&D Beyond, but you have a +1 to hit for all ranged attacks.
Gotcha.
While wearing that.
Alrighty.
So now you receive a message in your head, and it's Lasramok. And he says, "My boy, how are you doing?"
I have a lot of questions, but I did it. I actually did it. I caused a little bit of a commotion, which isn't great for a rogue, but I have the new necklace. I'm afraid, I hope you won't be too mad at me, because it's only now occurred to him that it might be a problem. The old one, I did have to trade it away. This one feels a lot stronger.
It is indeed, my boy, and no worries. The old one was nearly spent. While it is a good vessel for the imbuement of future enchantments, it itself is of very little value. So worry not.
Gives a thumbs up to Tercio then.
Now this...
Not that Tercio can hear the other side.
Now I do want you to know I'm going to send you coordinates. In fact, you have them on your person. You've had them this whole time. Have you checked your back right pocket?
No, I haven't. He checks.
There is a map inside your back right pocket. The exact same map that the other adventurers got at the when they were kicked out of the inn. They had found it had been secreted on their person in various ways, most amusingly with lexicon. But this map is a map into a hidden area in the Gaping Maw. And it has a literal X marks the spot.
Awesome.
And it says the Archivist. And it says seek the Archivist. And you hear the voice one more time, and it goes, I'll leave something for you to pick up. Your new companions are good people, but they've gone and left a little something behind that I'm going to get for you. It's not much. It's just the difference between life and death. A rusty key. And that's where we'll end! Chafing Armor, Episode 7. Great job, Izzy.
Woo!
We are so looking forward to bringing the band back together in the next episode, and we'll see what everybody else has been up to. They'll catch you up to speed. But Izzy, thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone, for listening.
This was a blast. If y'all would like to see more, if you'd like to see art, if you'd like to see videos, if you'd like to see tutorials, we've got them all over on our Patreon, patreon.com/chafingarmor. Check it out. Until next time, we will scratch your itch for D&D adventure. Good night.
Good evening.